It's time to do a Dollar Tree toy test. Hey, you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet, and I picked up a few things at Dollar Tree, and we're going to put them to test to see if they are worth your $1.25 or not. Most of these things are new things that I've recently found. I do have a whole playlist filled with other Dollar Tree toy tests. Definitely go watch that next. I'll put a link down below in the description box. All right, let's get started to see if these are worth it. These two kits are part of a bigger collection. I believe they had a couple of other different styles in which they did different things. I think one might have been like a poster coloring set, and they had different characters too, all licensed characters. The two that I decided to try were the Disney Princess Fabric Dress Designer. That's the first one. This one has Tiana on it. Then I got the Trolls Band Together. This one is the peel and stick foil art. And the reason I got this is because back in my holiday gift guides, I showed you guys a foil art kit from Skillmatics, which by the way is absolutely fabulous. This was very similar to that concept, so I wanted to give it a shot. So let's try this Fabric Dress Designer first. It says layer to create your own dress designs, and there are two posters in here. They're recommending it for ages 3 and up. Much smaller poster than I thought. It's even bigger on the cover, but that's okay. Just on the front side, they're made with like that kind of thin poster board cardboard stuff. And here's our materials that we're going to use. Let's see what these are. We get a little sheet of gemstones, green in this case, and then little pieces of fabric. So this is the adhesive sheets, and you're going to need this to adhere the fabric. So you're supposed to put it on like that and then peel off this backing so that you could put your fabric on here. See, like that. Alrighty, and then I'm going to do one more piece up here. Peel off the backing to make it sticky. Nice. Okay, so now I have an adhesive strip all along this edge of her dress. I'm going to choose the green, and you're supposed to just push it on. Now I have to keep in mind if a child would like doing this. I think the adhesive part of putting the adhesive on the picture is probably the most difficult and challenging to get it to where you want to go. Actually putting on the fabric strips, pretty easy. That looks really cute, huh? Let's do some more on her bottom dress. I guess you could use glue if you wanted to. It's totally coming off of my hand. And it's wrapping up on itself. So that didn't work out too well. I'm kind of having an issue with this. And then some of this. Not bad. I should be a dress designer. Got some layers going on there. What do you think? Of course, you have to save enough for the other picture, but this is just one of them. Let's put some jewels on. Okay, some jewels. So definitely does what it's supposed to do. So for that, I usually give things thumbs up. However, I will have to say the adhesive is a little bit tricky to work with. It does what it's supposed to do, but it is a little bit difficult to work with. You're definitely going to have to work with your child on that. So we're going to give this one, the Disney Princess Fabric Dress Designer, a thumbs up. Look how pretty they made this one. Maybe I should try that one instead. Okay, now that we've done the Tiana, let's move on to the Trolls. This was the peel and stick foil art. 3 and up for this one too. It includes 3 posters, and it says it has 12 foil sheets, 3 different pictures. Here's the different pictures, mostly poppy. Here's the foil sheets. Oh, there's quite a selection of the foil. That's good. The picture on the back seems to give the impression that you'd have enough to do all the posters. I'm not 100% sure there's enough foil to do that, but we can certainly try. And it says to peel off the area you'd like to put foil on. So I'm going to take off Star, and let's take this bright fuchsia here, and you're supposed to just push it on pretty firmly. And then when you peel it off, it leaves the foil behind on the picture. That worked really, really well. All right, let's see. Can we do her hair? Oh, we can do Poppy's hair. So let's peel off the backing. We can even probably layer some of these. So let's give Poppy some different colored hair. Maybe some gold over here, and then some of this in the center. Push down. I feel like I need like a rolling pin or something. Okay, let's do this one. There you go. So you can see how the foil went on there. It does look like there's a little bit of an outline that didn't get caught. I will say on the kits from Skillmatics, this was definitely a little bit better quality. So if you like this kind of kit, I would definitely go the Skillmatics route. I think I still have a coupon for that too, so we'll have to put that down below. And it's like off of everything on their website. It's a really good coupon. But if you want to grab this to try it out to see if your kids like it, that might be a good start. See, it doesn't catch everything. The other kit I had really, really worked very well. Definitely does what it says it's supposed to do. I like that it gives you the 3 posters, and then you have a lot of different color choices with your foils. Definitely a thumbs up on this one. This one is definitely worth it. Next up are these brand new Make It Block kits, and they are really brand new that the cashier told me they had just put them out. So these are recommended for ages 6 and up. There's actually 4 different ones that I found. And Make It blocks are the imitation Lego bricks, and they're supposed to be compatible with Lego bricks too. These are actually for older kids. I think their other kits are usually for 3 and up, maybe 6 and up. They are just like the Lego brick flower sets. I did a video where I showed you all of our wins from Christmas, and I said that the Lego flower kits that we got, they're pretty extravagant and they are very expensive, but we absolutely loved them. They were a win. But these are just like a miniature version of those, just one flower versus a whole arrangement. So I thought they'd be worth a shot. This one has 109 pieces and it's kind of like this pink, I don't even know what type of flower that's supposed to be. Carnation. This lilac is 103 pieces. And we have this kind of daisy looking, almost like a sunflower, but daisy looking one with 109 pieces. And then the smallest one is 95 pieces. And they're all for ages 6 and up. My main concern about these was going to be the instructions, because I know Lego is really, really good at providing instructions on how to make them, because these look a little bit more complicated. So let's open this up and see. We have all the pieces here, which to match the colors on the box. And then we have the instructions here, which I'm looking right now, don't seem to be very specific. Yeah, not very specific. Enough maybe to get it, but we're going to have to try this out. So I'm going to take this over to my kids and I'm going to let them try to build one of these each and see how well they do. Here is the first one we're putting together, and all of the pieces look pretty similar to the Lego ones, but I think they are a little bit more simple. Putting together the base there, and then here are the instructions. And then over here we are doing this one, and the kit looks pretty similar. So we're gonna get started on those and see if we can compare them. First one is done. Here's the picture and here's what it actually looks like. And then it was a little bit more difficult to put together the pieces, and they kind of fell apart too. Not as well made, I would say, as the Lego brand. Here is the finished flower. I think I like this one the best so far. And this one is done, which I think it might be my favorite now out of all the 3 so far. Still really hard to put together pieces, and they were coming apart, so it wasn't really as easy as the Lego brand still. And here is the last one, which ended up being the most difficult to put together. It kept falling apart, and my kids are telling me not to touch it because it could. Here they are next to the Lego ones, so much smaller, and here they are compared to the Temu ones, like that. So they are smaller than the Temu ones. So all in all, they actually turned out and look pretty decent, not as good as the Lego ones, and they were difficult to put together and kept falling apart. So we're gonna give these a thumbs down. Found some new markers in the stationery section at Dollar Tree. These are erasable markers. There's 2 different sets, 3 each. It says erasable ink with vibrant color to encourage creativity. We have the purple, pink, and blue in this pack, which is light blue, and we have a dark blue, green, and red in this package. So I wanted to try these out. They are chisel tip instead of fine point. So let me find some paper. I actually have my scrap paper here, which I did some erasable highlighters not too long ago that still look like they worked really well. So let's open these up and do little color swatches first. I like the size of them. It looks like the eraser is on the end of each, rolling away from me, each marker. So we had the marker on one side and then the eraser on the other. So let me swatch these colors. Already not a fan of the shade of red. Looks like a muddy pink. Green is better. And then the dark blue. Purple's super pigmented and dark. The green wasn't. Let me put some more of that green. The green almost seemed low ink. Light blue. I think light blue is my favorite so far. And then pink. And now for the true test, the eraser. Okay, eraser works, but it definitely pulled up some of the paper. I tried it all the colors. It definitely worked. Didn't work as well on the red. The purple over here actually worked the best as far as not pulling up the paper with it. All the other colors definitely pulled up the paper. I don't know if it's just the paper I'm using. This is like standard like copier paper feel to it. I'd have to say, yeah, they did work. I wouldn't say that they were just wonderful and did the job. I would probably not purchase these again. So because of that, I'm going to give these a thumbs down, although they do work. Just not a favorite. Some new Colorforms kits right now, and Colorforms is a name brand that I remember when I was a kid and loved. So it's kind of cool to see them at Dollar Tree. They had a couple of different sets and they were 2-in-1s, and they call them on-the-go games. So they have this little handle at the top, so it's like a take and go kind of game. The one I picked was the word splash, which is guess the mystery word, with the tic-tac-toe, and the tic-tac-toe has kind of a little bee theme. It says there's 121 Colorforms in a fold-out play board, ages 3 and up. I'm all about take and go games. games, especially for restaurants or car trips. So definitely had my eye on this. Okay, so folds open, and the actual case that you would hold on to it is your game board. And both games are in here, one on each side. So this is the word splash. Here's the tic-tac-toe with the bee theme and the honeycomb. We have a set of letters, and then we have a set of our tic-tac-toe pieces, the bees and the flowers. So for tic-tac-toe, there's instructions on here on how to win, but I think we know how to play tic-tac-toe. I'm going to peel off one of these color forms. And a color form is like a piece of plastic that works like a sticker, but it's not a sticker and should adhere to the page and not come off is what the deal is. Okay, so it didn't come off. When we were younger and our color forms didn't stick, we would put a little bit of water or spit on the back to make them stick. I don't know if that was just us as kids, but that's what we did. Okay, so this is our tic-tac-toe board, and it looks like this is working beautifully. And then over here, let's see here. Place the hikers at the campground. So on here we have some hikers. It says to try to keep your hikers dry. So I have a campsite and a road and a lake. It looks like we have up here to put our words, kind of like a traditional hangman game. Right here on this sheet, it says to put your word here so you remember it and not to let your other player see. And I was thinking that this would come off, but it's not coming off. It looks like it's part of this sheet. So I guess you could use a dry erase. It says use these clouds to cover any extra spaces that you have in your mystery word. So the clouds are spaces. Then we have all of these letters here. So they would put all the letters that you've used in here, and then the letters that you need would go up here. If they don't guess correctly, they'll write letters like you would in Hangman. Instead of Hangman, you would go down the steps over here and try not to get into the lake. So I would definitely be worried about all these little tiny pieces, especially if you have really young ones. That's something to note. But I think for an older child who's responsible enough to keep the letters, maybe off to the side here or something, it would work really well. Or you can have like a little baggie or whatnot. So I think this little kit is really cute. Definitely going to give this one a thumbs up. There were two more Make It block kits that I wanted to try, and I wanted to try these because they are laser blocks, so they're supposed to light up. I've got two of them. I think there was a couple more styles. This one is the race car and this one is the spaceship. The spaceship has 26 pieces. The race car has 39 pieces. Once again, compatible with the regular Lego blocks. Oh, it looks like on the back here there's 3 different styles. I didn't get the helicopter, and they kind of are translucent too, which would be really great for a light table if you're into the light table sensory play. Some instructions here that kind of briefly tell you how to put it together. And then there's some LED power blocks in there, which I guess is what's supposed to light it. Yeah, I see the light in there. So once again, I'm going to take these to my kids, have them put it together to see how they do. Here is the LED light that changes colors and flashes, and it was ready to go. I didn't have to put a battery in it or anything. So we're going to put together the rest of the pieces and see how it looks all together. All right, both of them are finished. Here's the first one, and the second one looks like a little ship. And then to turn them on, push the button. Where's the button? And there you go with the lights. Really fun for a light table because they're translucent. Maybe even playing with the lights off. And this one even rolls. Much easier to put together than the other ones, so we're going to give these a big thumbs up. If you like this video, I have another one up here on the screen for you to watch next. I will see you over there. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.